to regret.
Miss Bai, have you experienced something like that?
People come and go, colliding and breaking apart. It's simply that I've seen too much of the world.
Miss Bai, have you ever seen Long?
Never with my own eyes. The Long painting used on Yin Yuan festivals is kept on the lowest floor of the pagoda. I come for it before every ceremony, but if Long chooses not to appear, even the painting guardian can't see it. According to the village elders, Long has been with us since the founding of our village. In the early days, Long would descend to celebrate the Yin Yuan festival with us. But for nearly a century now, Long has remained secluded within the pagoda.
These red ribbons.
The villagers believe these ribbons are formed from the ties that bind us. So long as there are Yin Yuan, the red ribbons endure. The Long Pagoda didn't look like this before. One day, without warning, red ribbons suddenly began to wrap around it. At first, they were as thin as threads. Then slowly, they multiplied, twisting and curling, until they became like this.
This is...
Nikki!
We just came back from the Long Pagoda.
Are you all right? When you suddenly showed up with Momo and Miss Bai, I was worried sick.
We are fine.
All I remember is touching the pagoda entrance, then hearing Long's roar. After that, everything went blank.
I felt the same. Either Long refused to meet us, or something happened to it.
Well, so much for hoping Long could help us.
It's okay. If that path's closed, we'll start with the strange things in the village.
That determined look of yours. You wear the same one when you're painting. I knew you wouldn't give up so easily. The most unusual things happened over the past few months. I tried to look into them. I even collected rain from the places where the tales began, but found nothing useful. Miss Bai and I just reviewed everything we know. Take a look. As you heard, the first person affected was the brush artisan, Meng Xiuzhu. I'll be heading to his home soon to check in on his foster daughter, Fu Ling. Poor girl.
Right before he disappeared, someone saw something turn into ink. The shock left them completely bedridden for days. Since then, just 2 days ago, Uncle Go's hoe suddenly turned to ink. I visited his house, but didn't find anything else unusual. Something similar happened to the healer, Yun. A box of keepsakes from her late mother, Yunyang, dissolved into ink before her.
Her mother passed away a while ago, and now without her keepsakes, she's very upset. She hasn't seen a patient in days.
Also, the Liu family's little girl hasn't been seen in days. Everyone is saying she's likely gone missing, just like Meng Xiuzhu and the others.
These stories are all strange. We'll need to investigate each one and find a way to resolve them.
You're right. Artist Nikki, I'd like to help with your investigation. Where do you want to go first?
Let's head to Uncle Go's place first. It happened recently, so the clues might still be...
All right. Since Miss Bai is going with you, I can rest a little easier. I'll visit Meng's family to check in on them. If you find anything, meet me later by the bridge behind the village.
Wait, are they arguing over a hoe?
That's Uncle Go.
Jin Sangzi, you stole my hoe. Now give it back.
Cut it out, Guardo. Who would want that busted old thing?
You stole it.
Ridiculous!
You?
Please, calm down. There's no need to get so worked up. Just talk this out.
No one can calm us down. Wait. Artist Nikki? And Miss Bai?
You two are so in sync.
Miss Bai, didn't you stop by just a few days ago?
I did, but I've come back. I wanted to show Nikki your hoe. Uncle Go.
It's all because of that hoe. Perfect. You two can...
Okay, we're listening.
Jin Sangzi's hoe broke recently, that much I know. But today I saw him out with a new one. It looked real familiar, so I took a closer look. Sure enough, I smelled a floral scent that only comes from my yard. Everyone knows I've got a sharp sense of smell. I'm definitely right. So I'm certain he stole my hoe. And this whole turning into ink thing, just some nonsense he cooked up to cover his tracks.
Hey! I stay quiet for 1 second and you just spew nonsense, huh? Sure, my old home is broken, but the one I've got now is definitely the one I found at home this morning. I thought, since it was inside the house, it must have been bought by either my wife or my daughter Zia. So I just used it. Then this guy storms in, yelling that I stole it.
You took it, and you didn't ask.
Quit making stuff up! You!
Gentlemen, arguing like this won't solve anything.
Uncle Go, the ink issue hasn't been fully investigated yet. You can't just accuse Uncle Jin like that. And Uncle Jin, there's no need to get so worked up either. Please calm down. Why not let us look into it? Once we get to the bottom of it, we'll spell it all out for the both of you.
Gordo, you hear that? The truth isn't even out, so don't go pointing fingers. You!
Jin Sangzi, are you going to keep arguing here forever? If I spot even one weed in the field, you're in for it!
Xiaoxian, right away.
Artuo, go home and make the Shangbao.
Taiping? Yeah.
Whoa! A real case of there's always...
Artist Nikki, Miss Bai. Sorry about that.
So embarrassing. Those two are such a pain. They're probably sworn enemies from a past life who kept it going in this one.
Enemies from a past life?
Even if they were, there's no rule saying they can't get along in this life. From what I just heard, I think I've got the gist of things. Uncle Go's hoe turned to ink, and Uncle Jin suddenly had a hoe appear out of nowhere. Auntie Taiping, I'd like to start with the hoe at your place. Would you mind showing us?
No problem. Follow me.
If I hadn't already promised to meet up with the girls at the music hall, I'd gladly pitch in. I'll need to leave it up to you two.
Okay, leave it to Miss Bai and me.
Whoa! Just like the raft from before. This hole looks like it came out of a painting.
But it hasn't completely disappeared. Maybe I can use my dancing ability to restore it. Auntie Taiping, I tried restoring the hoe. Can you take a look? Does it belong to Uncle Go?
That's it, without a doubt. You've become quite impressive, Nikki. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Actually, I wanted to ask, before the hoe changed, did anything strange happen?
Nothing I can think of. It changed overnight. When morning came, it looked completely different.
Just like before, this turning into ink thing happens with no warning. Miss Sui and I tried to find...
At least we know Uncle Jin's hoe and Uncle Go's inked hoe aren't the same hoe.
So then, where did Uncle Jin's hoe come from? All these mix-ups are making my head...
No idea. Usually things will go missing, but this is the first time that something's just appeared.
Since Uncle Jin said he found the hoe at his house, why don't we go check it out? Maybe...
Yes.
Looks like someone's home after all.
It's Miss Ziyan. Perfect. Maybe she can tell us more. Miss Ziyan, it's rare to catch you at home. Are you off today?
Yes, you could say that. Speaking of rare, it's not every day I see you and artist Nikki together. What brings you two here?
Uncle Jin told us he found an extra hoe in the house this morning. You didn't happen to buy it, did you?
No, it wasn't me. And I don't think my mother bought it either.
Weird. How could it have just popped in out of thin air?
Nikki, did you say my father and Uncle Go got into another fight?
It was just a misunderstanding. Uncle Go smelled flowers on that hoe and assumed he stole it. But we already restored the hoe, which proves your father didn't take anything. Once we get to the bottom of this, we'll clear things up between them.
Those two.
I understand your concern. The grudge between Uncle Go and your father didn't start yesterday. For them, making peace won't be easy.
But what I don't get is, my father actually respects him.
Huh? Really? That's not the vibe I got at all.
You don't know this, but every time I buy one of Uncle Go's Zhengbao, even if Dad grumbles and sneezes, he still asks to take a closer look. He just can't swallow his pride. The moment he runs into Uncle Go, he gets all wound up and says awful things. And Uncle Go's no better. We've tried talking to them over and over, but nothing ever changes. My mother says they were sworn enemies in a past life, and honestly, I believe her.
Harboring ill will in a past life will haunt the present one. Grudges form easily but are hard to resolve. Going from that to harmony is even harder.
I still believe that even if they were enemies in a past life, this life is a brand new start. Who knows?
New possibilities. Easier said than done.
Maybe what they really need is the right moment. When the
right moment. Thank you, Nikki. As for my father and Uncle Go, I'll keep thinking about it.
No need to thank us. But now we're back to square one.
That hoe couldn't have really appeared out of thin air, right?
I have a hunch. There should be one other person who knows where it came from.
Do you mean... the hoe seller? The person who sold the hose would definitely know where it came from and where it was heading.
Exactly. If I remember correctly, the only person in the village who deals in farming tools is Wu Dalang. When it's daytime, we could go ask him at his stall.
Good idea. Nikki, when it's daytime, let's go to Wu.
The sun is warm and the fields grow long. Scythes, hoes, and sickles for the price of a song. Need a tool? Don't dare stall. Old Dalang has it all. Oh, if it isn't Miss Bai and artist Nikki. A sight for sore eyes. If it's a farming tool you're after, I'll find the perfect one for you.
Hi, Mr. Wu. We actually need to ask you something about a hoe.
Oh, I was wondering why you two were here. I thought our little artist might be interested in some farming tools for her paintings. Well, you've come to the right place. I know exactly who's bought them, who's broken them, who's mended them, and who's lost them in the...
Classic Mr. Wu. We actually want to ask, has anyone recently bought a hoe?
A hoe? Well, the only person to buy one lately was that young lad Dulan Hui. Wait, actually he came twice. About a week ago. He said the hoe he bought from me was working so well, he wanted another one just like it. I looked for ages and dug up the last one. Then a few days later, he came back for another one. I had to tell him he'd have to wait for me to make a whole new one.
Dulan Hui. Wait, isn't that Uncle Go's son?
What? Oh, wow. This is getting confusing now.
If it were someone else, it wouldn't be a big deal. But since it's Uncle Go's son, I can't help but feel that the hoe at Uncle Jin's place is the same one.
Well then, it looks like we'll need to ask Dulan Hui a few more questions. I just don't know if...
Oh, I actually ran into him earlier, in the woods by Uncle Jin's place. He was pacing around all alone, brows furrowed.
No. Thanks, Mr. Wu. We'll head there now.
Xian, you won't believe. The other day, I went around the mountain to try and find a way up. I didn't find a path, but I did spot a white figure floating by. It was so mysterious.
I've told you, the backside of the mountain is dangerous these days. Why would you go there alone again?
I was just passing by and couldn't resist. Huh? Nikki and Miss Bai? Fancy running into you here.
Lan Hui, you... Why are you with Miss Xian?
I was just... Oh, I heard my dad and Uncle Jin arguing again, but I wasn't there when it started, so I came to ask Miss Xian.
So, what brings you here this time?
So, about that hoe. Lan Hui, we asked Mr. Wu. Somebody bought a hoe from him recently. That was you, right?
Oh no, I forgot about him. Well, that's... actually...
It seems I can't hide it anymore. Nikki, Miss Bai, I'm sorry. You guessed right. After hearing that our hoe was broken, Lan Hui went and bought us a new one. I didn't dare tell my parents. I brought it home quietly and hid it somewhere no one would notice. But before I could come up with an excuse, my father found it. And, well...
I see. No wonder you kept quiet. With Uncle Jin's temper, if he found out the...
We thought the same. But in the end, it just led to yet another argument. And Xian had to go out of her way to help me cover...
Don't be too hard on yourself, Lan Hui. But now that things have come...
You're right, of course. But what Ziyan and I are worried about is how to tell...
Don't worry. How about you just start by telling us how the bad...
Yes. If we can figure out the root of the problem, maybe we can actually fix it.
Really, it's all just a bunch of small misunderstandings. When we first moved here, my dad gave Uncle Jin a xiangbao as a gift. Nobody knew it would make him sneeze for over a week. It only cleared up thanks to Miss Chow, the healer.
Also, my father does singing exercises early in the morning. Most folks don't mind. Some even like waking up to it. But Uncle Go couldn't sleep through it. He even thought my dad was doing it to get back.
Then later, my father planted flowers that attracted bugs, which stopped...
Another time, my father got so wrapped up in singing with his friends that he accidentally trampled Uncle Go's flower.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is making me start to sweat.
Yeah, it's a bunch of little misunderstandings that snowballed into a big grudge. But I remember Ziyan once saying that Uncle Jin actually likes the shop.
He does, but Uncle Jin's too proud to admit it. He's never even stepped foot in our shop. Honestly, though, my father's the same. It's frustrating.
Hearing all this, I have an idea. I think this may be exactly what's needed.
Do you mean, while telling the truth about the hoe, we should use it as an opportunity to help them see how they really
Exactly. Both of them have been too proud to back down. And they both believe the other is... So why not use this to move things along? We reveal the truth about the hoe and clear up the old misunderstandings too.
Nikki's right. I want to try one more time. Not just for me and Xian, but for my father and Uncle Jin.
Me too, but just in case something goes wrong, maybe we should tell just one of them first and see how they react. If it...
I think Miss Zien is right. In that case, Nikki, who do you think we should...
Let's tell Uncle Go first. After all, he was the one who wrongly accused Uncle...
All right. And I'll talk to my father. Either way, come to my place tomorrow.
Wow, look at the crowd! See? Everyone else showed up on time while you were still at home dilly-dallying.
I did not. Besides, what could that loudmouth even have to say? Anyway.
This time, I misunderstood and wrongly accused you. I'm sorry.
You...
Also, here's this Shangbao as an apology. Don't worry, this one won't make you sneeze.
Uncle Jin, my father's always felt bad about the xiangbao he gave you. He's been wanting to apologize, and this one is specially made by...
You talk too much.
Between the apology and the gift, now I'm not sure what to say. All right, okay, it's not a big deal. And if we're being honest, you see, it's my habit to warm up my voice in the morning. I didn't know you had to care for the flowers at night, and I wound up disturbing your sleep. That's my fault.
Uncle Go, after that, my father moved his singing further away, just so he wouldn't disturb your rest again.
Ah, my girl! Why are you selling your old man out like that?
Nikki, Miss Bai, thanks so much for your help. If it wasn't for you, Zia...
And you really ought to thank them properly. And if you're gonna see Ziyan do it with your head held high, she's a wonderful girl and you better treat her right. If you don't, forget Uncle Jin. I'll be the one to set you straight.
Give it a rest. Lan Hui is way more...
So, you two already knew about me and Ziyan?
Stop giggling.
Hate turned into fate. It really happened.
It's a really good thing. Miss Bai, aren't you happy?
Of course I'm happy. It's just... I always thought changing a Yin Yuan was like rowing against the current, requiring tremendous effort and sacrifice.
Each Yin Yuan has its own rhythm, and new connections always bring unexpected changes. Sometimes, without us even noticing, the threads that seemed broken are quite...
Maybe you're right. Now that this matter is settled, Artist Nikki, where would you like to go next?
I want to visit Yun's house. As the village healer, if she's not seeing anyone, it'll be bad for her patients.
Good idea. Yun lost her father when she was young, and her mother passed away from illness not long after. Now, she's left with her elderly grandma.
Yunyang, don't cry. Come here. Have you heard this old song? In the mountains, a pavilion. In the pavilion, a paint.
Grandmother, it's me, Yun. Not my mother. You forgot again.
Oh, it's you, Yun. Hey, I remember all of you. You're Nikki, the one who draws with sticks, and you're Bai, the one who...
Artist Nikki, Miss Bai, you must be busy with the Yin Yuan festival, right? I haven't been feeling myself lately, so I'm seeing fewer patients. I'm worried my diagnoses might be off too. We're all fine. But Yun, you look... Strange things have been happening at home. Objects have turned into ink. I'm sure you've both heard about it. That box, it was the last thing my mother left for me. That winter, my mother's health had already taken a turn for the worse. I was preparing medicine by the fire, but I nodded off. She came over and carried me back to my room. She kept murmuring about how she was worried about me, that she wanted to leave something behind for me. Before she passed, my mother gave me that box, making me swear not to open it until I was of age. A few days ago, when the weather was clear, I was sorting through my medicinal herbs and decided to take the box out to clean it. But suddenly, it started to darken.
Losing someone and feeling their Yin Yuan fade, those memories turning to nothing.
But love doesn't fade when a person leaves. Your mother's love must have been much more than just a box.
Yes, that's right. Yunyang loves Yun. Grandma loves you both. Don't cry.
Thank you so much, Artist Nikki, Miss Bai.
From what you've said, one thing has been made clear. Turning into ink has nothing to do...
I'd like to see the box with my own eyes. Maybe I can find a way to help you restore it. Artist Nikki, you can... Can you really restore it? Right now the box is in the clutter pot.
Huh? How could something so important be put in a clutter pot?
I'm ashamed to say, my mother never told me where the box was hidden. She only asked Auntie Chun to keep a few... Auntie Chun said the box wasn't with her, so I had no clue where it could be. While I was organizing my herbs, I happened to notice the moonlight shining on a corner of the clutter pile. Something seemed to be glowing.
What a coincidence.
Come to think of it, it's exactly the kind of thing my mother would do. When I was little, she used to take me up to the mountain. Only this time, I failed. Thank you, Artist Nikki. The box is behind the house. You'll spot it when you get close. Go.
It really came back. Artist Nikki, I could never possibly thank you enough.
Yoon, I'm not sure if it's just my imagination, but this box feels a bit too light.
Earlier, I had a feeling something was off. Yunyang was always so thoughtful. There's no way something that meant so much to her.
I'm old enough now. Whatever the truth is, I have to open it and... So back then, it had already...
Yoon, what does the letter say? So that's what happened. The gift your mother prepared for you was lost in the river back then. Her basket had already turned to ink.
She didn't have time to prepare another one. No wonder the box ended up in the clutter pile.
Seeing it this way, turning into ink started long ago.
To be honest, I had already suspected as much. Mother used to say that the moon can shine on the ones we miss. Once when I was very ill, she was so when Yun gets better, we'll go catch the moon. And now, it's like trying to grab the moon in a pool of water, a dream that slips away.
Even if it is just chasing the moon's reflection, if you don't try, how will you know? According to what Auntie Yu wrote in her letter, the gift might be easier to find in the moonlight. Why don't we go to the riverside?
But after all these years, wouldn't it be damaged?
Yunyang went back to look for it. So it must have been something that could withstand water. If it was swept ashore...
Yes. My mother once said she had to give up the search because of her health.
The only problem is, she never mentioned which side of the bridge it fell from.
Given the current, it's likely drifted downstream.
Got it. I'll get ready too. Let's meet by the downstream side of the small bridge tonight.
I caught it! I'm getting really good. Momo, I caught it! I'm getting real... Momo, I caught it! I'm getting...
Artist Nikki, Auntie Chun came too. She heard about the box and wants to help. Thank you all so much. No matter what happens tonight, I'll always remember your kindness.
Don't worry about it, Yun. You've helped so many in the village, so of course we'd be here for you when you need it.
Exactly. We're all from the same village, no need to thank us. And besides, your mother and I were like sisters. You were worried about the box. I couldn't let it go, so I closed up shop to This, though. Artist Nikki, your hands truly work wonders. You've completely restored...
Auntie Chun, if you don't stop flattering me, my head will grow too big.
I know. If you ever need my help, say the word.
Perfect timing. I wanted to ask, do you happen to know what Auntie Yu intended to leave for Yun? If we can figure that out, it'll give us a better...
Yun Yang once said that because her body was weak, her daughter had to grow up fast. She feared that if she died, Yun would have nothing to lean on, so she wanted to leave something Yun could take with her while practicing medicine, something to give her... Thinking about it now, that must be it. But as for what it...
It sounds like she left behind something.
That's great! With this clue, we have a much better...
No time to waste. Let's split up and search. We'll check the riverbank. Got a bite. Wait, something's wrong. It's too strong, I can't hold it.
What even is that thing? Nikki, quick, let go!
As a terrifying dark purple shadow erupted from the water, all I could do was watch helplessly as it sent white-capped waves crashing toward Nikki. She didn't have time to dodge, and was swept into the river. By the time I reached the shore, only faint ripples remained. Nikki was gone.
Nikki, hurry! Huh? Wait, didn't we fall into the water?
I can feel a strange power. It's like time rewound. Maybe it's giving us a chance to go back and make a better choice. No matter what, at least we now know it's dangerous downstream. Let's avoid it.
Artist Nikki.
I was thinking, since Auntie Yu couldn't find it before, it might have drifted to an unexpected...
That hadn't occurred to me. That's a good idea, though. Let's meet by the...
Huh? Am I seeing things? That fish over there looks really different.
Was the keepsake Auntie Yu left behind eaten by a fish? Let me try using my fishing ability to reel it in. Momo, I caught it! I'm getting really good. Wow, what a haul! Wow, what a haul!
Classic.
Momo, I caught it! I'm getting ripped. Yun, I pulled this out of the river. Could it be what your mother left you?
This is... My mother used to grind herbs late into the night. Her tapping on the mortar was as soft as raindrops, and I'd always doze off at the table. When I woke, I'd see her under the moonlight, gently. Yun, be like this mortar. Plain in form, yet strong within. Blunt the sharp, soften the fierce. Grind.
This small size, and those patterns. The shape is exactly the same as her old mortar.
I recognize every fine line, each and every mark on it. Somehow, though, it looks steeped in moonlight. Maybe this really is what she meant to leave for me.
I thought the same thing too. When I saw it gleaming in the water, it looked...
Fishing for the moon in the water. Mother, you always used to... There was once a time when the rain felt endless, and I cried for the moon. You lit a lamp and held up a twin shan. I wonder, could it be that the moon is now watching me? Mother, if you've truly become that moon in the sky, please watch over me often. And if reincarnation does exist, then in the next life, I hope to become a pool of...
They say when people leave, the Yin Yuan they had vanished too. Perhaps Yun Yang really did.
Even if someone is gone, it doesn't mean their Yin Yuan. Moonlight spans all across the world.
Now that this matter is settled, Artist Nikki, where would you like to go next?
I want to visit the Liu family. Xiaozhi has gone missing, and her parents must be...
I've also searched along with the other villagers, but we came up empty-handed. We're here. This is the home of the family whose child went missing.
Huh? What's with that gross, dark mark on the door?
It looks like... ink. But what?
Ugh, that girl. You can't say a word without her storming off. And now she's run away from home.
Auntie Liu, please don't be so mad at Xiaozhi. Right now, the most important thing is finding...
Artist Nikki, Miss Bai, we've searched everywhere over the past few days, but we still haven't...
Xiaozhi. She doesn't seem like the type of child to disappear for days to make...
She's never run away before. Up to now, whenever she got upset, she'd just spend time with Mr. Cheng's son, Tian. The other day, we thought she'd gone to see Tian like usual, but when dinner was ready and she still hadn't come home, we started looking. And we couldn't find her anywhere. Tian... Now her father and I are afraid something's happened to her out there. There have been cases where people just...
Hopefully, we're just overthinking it. Right now, we can only follow the small clues we have. Maybe the...
Auntie Liu, before she went missing, can you try to remember if
That morning, the three of us went to Artist... Everyone says, if there's rain, stay inside. From the wind, you must hide. If someone gets lost in the rain, even Long can't bring them back. She didn't take it seriously. We had to talk her into going with us. After the umbrella was fixed, instead of saying thank you... Of course, that evening it just had to rain.
Auntie Liu, when Xiaozhi left...
Yes, of course. Artisan Cheng fixed it and gave it right back to her. She wouldn't have gone out in the rain.
If that's the case, then why would she disappear?
Now that you mention it, there was something strange. That evening, we both heard someone knocking on the door. The knocking got louder and faster, so I rushed over and there was no one there. Just a gust of wind and raindrops rushing in. It blew past me with a whoosh and chilled me straight. After that, we were so caught up with looking for her, we didn't even think to ask if anyone had come by and knocked on our door.
It was stormy. Maybe it was just the wind.
That must be it. Who would be running around in that kind?
Since it was raining that hard, maybe she found a place.
Oh, I really do hope so. But it's...
Don't worry, Miss Leo. Miss Bai and I will help you look for her. The more people look in...
Thank you, Artist Nikki. You're such a good girl. Xiaozhi, if you find her, please tell me right away. Her father and I, we won't scold.
Xiaozhi's parents have searched relentlessly, but they still haven't found anything. If she didn't vanish in the rain...
Maybe we should start by checking around Xiaozhi's house. If she did run away...
That makes sense. When we're done, we should ask the Liu family's name.
Seems like she didn't talk with her parents that much.
Could be. She tried, but the closer someone gets to you, the easier it is to take them for granted. That closeness can
Relationships need care. I hope we find her soon.
Great idea! We've got to find Xiaozhi. Nikki!
Artist Nikki. Miss Bai. Actually, we're searching for Xiaozhi. Did you happen to see anything the day that
Let's see. I did hear her arguing with Qian that day. She left in a huff. Now that I think about it, that was the last time I saw her. Actually, I was busy sketching scenes of different people for the Yin Yuan festival that day. Maybe you can find her in one of the You know what? Now that I think about it, that person came from Artisan Cheng's place, and the figure matches her too. She didn't go far. In fact, I think the weather wasn't great that day, and my father called me in for dinner. I really have no idea where Xiaozhi would have gone after that.
Do you know what sort of things Xiaozhi usually likes to do? Or where she likes...
Well, she's really talented at
Ronghua? Ping Ping gave me one of those. Did Xiaozhi make one for you?
Yes, just a few days ago, actually. The one she gave me...
Her mother never even mentioned it to us.
Her parents are really strict with her. They hardly ever praise her. Whenever they visit, they always tell her not to brag about her talents. Over time, she just stopped talking around them altogether. But I've seen her work and it's really impressive. The artisan said that when she's working on those flowers, she gets super focused. They think she's got a bright future ahead of her. Even Qian always tags along, just so he can learn from her. I think if she's put that much time and effort into it, then why shouldn't she be proud and share it more?
I agree with you. I think everyone should have the right to share what they love, no matter how big or small the achievement.
Yeah. If I'm being honest, I've always admired Xiaozhi's skills. And I really liked her bright, lively spirit. But her parents kept comparing her to me, so she stopped coming by. And well, I'm not great at expressing myself either, so I didn't really reach out to her. That said, I never thought things would get so bad that she'd argue with her parents and run off.
Don't blame yourself. We'll find her. Besides, if it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even known about this amazing side of Xiaozhi. It's just really sad. Her parents wanted her to succeed, but they also never encouraged her. Not all kids are the same. Everyone's got their own strengths and weaknesses. If they'd taken more time to get to know the things she really cared about, maybe they'd see just how wonderful she really is.
That's right. Come on, Nikki. Let's check around a bit and...
Young or old, without an umbrella. Not even one of them ever come home. Are you here to buy an umbrella?
But the weather outside is fine.
Artisan Chung, we're here to ask about Xiaozhi. We heard she was here to get her umbrella fixed before she disappeared.
On that day, the Liu family brought their child to me to fix her umbrella. So I coated it with a special ointment we craftsmen developed. Then the umbrella was completely waterproof, enough to withstand even that. You really can't afford to lose or break an umbrella. That cursed rain. Just waiting to snatch people caught without one.
Artisan Chung, have you ever actually seen someone get
Not with my own eyes. But look at the state of my family. All thanks to 3 lives. People say it was a carriage accident. But how is that even possible? 10 years ago, there was a brush artisan who vanished after a rainstorm. Then one rain after another. More and more people disappeared. Who knows who's next?
But according to Mrs. Liu, you finished fixing Xiaozhi's umbrella. Even if the stories about the rain are true, with her umbrella, she shouldn't have been...
That's true. I fixed it for her. Her mother thanked me, then started scolding her, telling Xiaozhi to be more obedient, to be more like Tian. We're neighbors, so I hear them bickering like that all the time. That day was no different. Xiaozhi got mad. While dealing with another customer, I saw Tian leave without an umbrella. I went after him and overheard the 2 kids arguing. Xiaozhi was furious. She smashed her umbrella while shouting at Tian to stop following her.
A child without an umbrella.
Oh no! If Xiaozhi didn't find shelter in time, she may have... Artisan Chung, did you hear what they were arguing about?
I heard her say her parents didn't understand her. They want her to be someone else. Also, she said something like, if only kids could choose their parents. If they want someone else's kid so bad, then I should... Once someone disappeared, Tian really valued his yin yuan with that girl. That's why I kept this umbrella. I thought it would make a good keepsake. But fan feathers have been hard to come by lately, so I haven't repaired it yet.
I just happen to have some fan feathers. You can use them to fix Xiaozhi.
That way, we can keep out the rain. Artist Nikki, for now, keep the umbrella. When you can, please give... I don't know how to break it to them. Please, take the umbrella to them and tell them that... Xiaozhi...
Okay. Once we've uncovered the...
Anyway, Artist Nikki, Miss Bai, when you're out and about, be sure to take an umbrella with you. After all...
Shu's memories, and the umbrella from Artisan Chung. With the... Xiaozhi was at odds with her parents, and didn't play with the...
Seems like Xiaozhi longed for praise and approval. So that's why she envied me for having a good teacher. She wanted to...
Artisan Chung's son, Tian, might have been the only other
It's because Tian saw Xiaozhi's strengths and learned...
However, that day her parents brought her to visit Artisan Chung to repair her umbrella.
That must have been the last straw for her. In her parents' eyes, she wasn't even as good as Tian. She must have been...
And so, she had a big fight with her parents and stormed off. Although Tian chased after her, she took her rage out on him. And that evening...
But Artisan Chung never actually saw anyone disappear in the rain. So maybe...
But we still have no clue where she might be hiding, so things don't look hopeful.
Miss Bai, have those who disappeared
No. As Artisan Chung said, the first person who disappeared...
Maybe they just went somewhere that's difficult to find, and if we search...
What's the point in trying? When a Yin Yuan is broken, it's also... Those who could travel through places such as that are long gone.